Hey everyone, welcome back. Today we're diving into some major shifts in the 2024 election polls where Donald Trump is making huge. He's now neck and neck with Kamala Harris in Virginia, leading in key swing states and even holds a national lead according to the latest from the New York Times. Let's take a look at how the electoral map is shaping up based on these new developments. Before we get into the details, hit the subscribe button, like this video, and leave your thoughts in the comments. Thank you for your support. But first, let's lock in the states that are pretty much guaranteed for both candidates. Kamala Harris is expected to win in states like California, Hawaii, Vermont, Massachusetts, Connecticut, Rhode Island, Maryland, Washington, D.C., and Maine's 1st District. Meanwhile, Trump can count on Utah, Wyoming, Idaho, Montana, the Dakotas, Kansas, Oklahoma, Missouri, Arkansas, Louisiana, Mississippi, Alabama, Tennessee, Kentucky, West Virginia, Indiana, South Carolina, and Alaska. As you said, this gives Trump a solid start with 125 electoral votes. Now, let's talk about Virginia. A new poll shows Trump and Harris tied at 45, a big hit for Harris since Biden won the state by more than 10 points in 2020. Virginia is now a battleground state, just as competitive as Arizona, Nevada, Pennsylvania, and Michigan. Another poll shows Harris with a narrow 2-point lead, but with the margin of error, this isn't a safe lead. Virginia is clearly up for grabs, and Harris needs to win it. How this situation feels a lot like the 2021 governor's race in Virginia, where Republican Glenn Youngkin pulled off a win despite Democrat Terry McAuliffe leading throughout, most of the campaign. Trump often performs better in polls closer to Election Day, so if he can flip Virginia, Harris's chances of winning the presidency could be in serious trouble. On top of that, a New York Times poll shows Trump leading Harris in a survey of 2,400 voters, continuing a trend of Trump coming out ahead. It's worth noting that even left-leaning outlets like the Times are showing Trump in the lead, which could mean he's in a great position. Even if Trump loses the popular vote by a slim margin, he could still win the electoral vote. Harris, on the other hand, would need a national lead of 3 to 5 points to secure the presidency, and right now that doesn't seem likely. As when we look at the likely states, and those where the margin of victory will be like between 7 and 15 points. Harris is still expected to win places like Washington, Oregon, Illinois, and Colorado, though not by the huge margins Biden saw in 2020. New York and New Jersey also lean in her favor, but recent scandals and lower popularity in these states make them less certain than before. In New York, Governor Kathy Hochul and Mayor Eric Adams have seen drops in support, while in New Jersey, Senator Bob Menendez is facing bribery charges, making the outcome less predictable. Time for Trump, states like Iowa and Ohio, which once seemed competitive, are now firmly in his column. Trump won both by large margins in 2016 and 2020, and heading into 2024, he remains the clear favorite to hold on to these key states. So, the 2024 race is heating up with Trump gaining ground in crucial areas. Stick with us as we continue to track these evolving dynamics.